Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the return, it's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying the left side. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Underwood fires to the middle. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Rolls right. 1st down and more. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
And you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. The give to the left side. Nowhere to go.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing, Underwood. Out wide right, it's Buchanan. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Working the ground game. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And
Man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got it run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. He'll take it himself. Oh, he's headed to the end zone, and he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Okay, things weren't looking good early. The opponent drives down the field on the opening drive, scores, and now on their opening touch of the game, they're not even bringing the offense on the field. They're able to score a touchdown and answer with a phenomenal kick return. TD, changing the game on special teams early.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Underwood to throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Makes the catch right at the 50. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Got some green grass. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Out wide left, it's Townsend. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. You've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Calls his own number. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, blocking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Keeps it moving, it's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Bryce Underwood buying a little time to his left. He's going to fire to the left. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Underwood. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
They kick it away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Comes from the 41. Looking for space. It's Blaylock. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To throw, Manning. Turns it upfield. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Gets the back moving. The give to the lone running back. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Might as well run him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
On the direct snap, it's Shepard. Showing off the arms. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Manning to throw. Left side is Townsend. There he goes. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Going to the run, it's Blaylock.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The corners are walked up tight. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They can even operate in this noise. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Using his feet. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll send the back in motion. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot. so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Man, that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Play action with Underwood. He'll take the deep shot. Upstairs to make the catch. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
2nd and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Still looking to his right. Throws into the middle of the field. Got him and nobody's close. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Fires to the end zone, and he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Though the old lineman got a little too far downfield, it wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Ball is incomplete, but I believe this is going to be a penalty on the defense. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Splits the uprights. Good. The lead is down to a field goal. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 8 team, the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's NC State able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection, get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Follows his blocks. It's Blaylock. Maybe a crease. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Texas. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Here's Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. He's got an open man. Got him right there.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Underwood from the gun on third down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers. College football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They're field this one in tight quarters. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Manning. Right side, it's Lockett. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Now here's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Manning throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Underwood. Stepping to the right. Fires on the move. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Kick is in the air. On his way back from the 20. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Got a little space. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Keep it on the ground. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Turns into the pile. Turning it on at the 30. He's at the 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Under pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
One final play before the end of the quarter. He's going to take off. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Making his first move. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Pass. Snags it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
The Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here comes the Michigan offense. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll move the tight end. Just feeds the running back. Pulled to the ground. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for room. It's Marshall. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run him again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Direct snap. It's Shepard. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a fourth down.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. And the stomping has commenced. Yes, they worked the math on the sideline, trying to make it a 25-point lead with the 2. Here's Arch to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Underwood. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking for a crease. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Longhorns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Manning from the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Townsend. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Arch is going to throw for it. Caught. Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Maybe a double pass. They're all over him. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rush right in his face. On target over the middle. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Runs through a tackle. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Finds his man. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.